like the sun. We will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come. We will rise like the sun. I will never run. We will fight. Fight till we won. We will bite. We will smite all through the night. We never sleep. Never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But when we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Hello everyone! Hello! I think we're
Hiya.
live. We live? It looks like we're live.
We're live. Hi.
We're live.
We're live! Excellent. It's alive! Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fumble folks here streaming our long-form D&D campaign for Rapid Riders. Introduce yourself, Rapid Riders, same order as we have gotten used to. Bree at top.
Hi. I am Bree, and I am playing Diana, the fabulous Bard of Eloquence / wizard
Fabulous.
/ nerd.
Nerd.
And she's a tanned elf who likes the sun, aka a sun elf. Yeah. Yes, that's Diana.
Cool.
That's Diana up
That is
there right
Diana.
now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And Ben.
And Ben, I'm playing Zeke Boomdiggles, the half gnome, half dwarf, half monk, half warlock. All ginger, all angry, all short. Ha 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 ha. Too short to be able to be seen. Ha 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 ha. It's been 2 weeks. I'm not missing those jokes, and I'm going to get in there before anyone else does.
What are you on about? I don't know what you're on about.
No idea.
I don't know.
So it's almost as if I'm a short, angry man in real life.
Oh shit! Oh, what you're saying is that you
Oh my
actually
God.
really like Zeke.
Apart from being an alcoholic.
I haven't seen that before.
No,
Shit.
I know, right?
I know. Shit.
Oh,
Made that connection.
Never
Yeah,
made
I
that
know.
connection, but I see it. I do see it.
Except Zeke can, do physical activity and isn't a complete moron all of the time. I said all of the time.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
All right. Next, we introduce ourselves. Doran.
Hi, I'm Doran. I'm playing our lovable half-giant Harlite. He is a fighter rune knight, a zealot barbarian, and he's currently our only rogue in the group.
So far.
Making use of that bonus action advantage for those shots fired there, Doran.
Insight check.
Would you have expertise? Where did that come from? You're wonderful.
Yeah.
But yes, the king of the multi-class.
Yes, king of the multi-class.
Everybody said I'm multi-classing, so Doran said, "Watch Fit."
I am multi-class more than you.
Again.
I started
Combined.
off in the multi-class.
I was born in the multi-class.
You've only adopted
Cool.
by it.
Actually, I think Doran was Highlight was the only one who started as a multi-class
Yeah.
at the start of the stream. And everybody else, yeah. They're catching up, but not there
What
yet.
can you say? I'm a trendsetter. I'm kidding.
You're trendsetter, exactly. Speaking of multi-class, next on our list, Phil.
Hi. Oh, yes. Hi. Yes, I'm Phil. So, yeah. Sorry, it's been a couple of weeks. I'm Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot, who is part halfling and part dew elf, and he is the ranger of the group. But because there's a particular rogue that is very ranger adjacent, to the point that I kind of prefer it to actual ranger. So I took a little dip into a bit of rogue in order to head in that direction. But yes, he is a swarm keeper, so has a host of burbs that help him out with stuff, and otherwise he's just a little fresh-faced little dude, just making a go of it in a big world that will eat him alive if he's not careful.
Absolutely. He's tried on multiple occasions.
Yes.
Mostly
Some
highlight.
point it will succeed.
I have a friend who I think he is watching, who is a big fan of just taking levels in Rogue at all opportunities. So I think he's going to be a fan of this party.
Feel left
Last
out.
but not least, you know what you have to do.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Am I strong enough to do it? Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am playing Taxes, the human of the group, and also the rogue inquisitor. Well, used to be the only rogue of the group.
You made it too cool, so.
I'm sorry,
So
but
cool.
Taxes is the cool person. It just happens. But now is 1/3 rogue of the group.
OG rogue. Of
And
the
what
group.
else?
Trendsetter.
And what else?
What else?
The
Oh,
original Rogue.
true. Might be dabbling into monk. Maybe.
Maybe.
Is that,
Maybe.
are we talking about
Maybe.
that? No?
Maybe.
Later? Okay.
Well, let's
Do you
talk
wanna
about
talk
it
about
as we. Well, as we rejoin our party, let's talk about that, because you three, referring to the travelling party but were headed to mines sooner, which was Taxes, Dewey, and Halite, have arrived. You, to the sound of cacophonous clanging of metal on stone, metal on metal, the roar of fire in a confined space. You hear it long before you see it, and then turning a corner past some heavy-set gorse bushes, you wonder at how you could not have seen this place. Buried into the side of the mountain, with fortified walls being built higher around it, is what's becoming less of a mine and more of a small fortress in the side of this mountain. You see, not too far away, not ants, but not, full in size yet, various figures working on the walls, some posted there looking across. Bricks being laid down as you are spotted in the open area, and Siege raises their halberd high, and that seems to get a nod of recognition even at this distance. You make your way forward. There's not very many members of the Harriers with you here. It's just Siege, Brick, and I believe a couple here or there who snuck away with you. Whereas the rest sort of scattered to the wind or just decided they were going to lay low in Harley's Rest. You make your way up a cobbled dirt trail. It looks like various efforts have been made to try and place cobbles on here. You can see deep set wagon wheels where clearly heavily laden carts, which you imagine were full of ore or metals or what was made from them, have been moved to and from this place over many years where it was an imperial mine. But now as you approach, you see a small parapet, maybe only 6-7 foot high, to the side of a lashed wooden gate that looks very much of a amateur's attempt to make a gate, and not a bad job of it. They're craftsmen, they just didn't know what they were doing with wood in this instance, if that makes sense. Standing there with a long pike is a orcish woman who has her hair shaved on either side, but then on the top goes into a thick braid that tends to comes back down her in a ponytail. She's looking down at a lot of you, but matches eyes with the spearhead of your party, that is Siege. Nod of respect and says, "So this is what you've been doing. And here I thought you were in Harling's Rest for the ale." Siege gives a hearty laugh as orcish woman waves you through. And inside you see that there is a carnival of activity in here. You can see the entrance to mine in front of you with a mine cart being pulled out heavily laden with rock and ore, almost in equal measure. To your right, there is the clang of two anvils with individuals pounding metal into shape, whilst a burning, for want of a better word, a burning smeltery is used not only to melt down some of the raw ingredients by a couple of people you can see pouring it in there, but at the same time the same sort of, it's almost a forge and a smeltery built into the same burning cataclysm of a fire that is in the middle. You see that there are racks upon racks of tools, bits of armor, bits of weaponry, bits. None of it's perfect, but it all looks very, very functional, built to function. You see various, what looks like goats that are strung up on the other side to your left, as well as sort of this open well where people are pulling up water, some to go douse the burning red tools and weapons that are being made here, and some just to be passed around to the thirsty workers here. This looks like it is a hive of activity that does not stop for a break until they have to.
Boy.
Around you, you would guess maybe 20-30 people. Pretty much exclusively dwarves, gnomes, and orcs here. Certainly a lot of people look your way, but nobody really stops what they're doing. Everybody has a job to do and they are doing it. Siege looks to you. Welcome to mine.
This is so cool.
You've done quite well for yourself.
Really
This
starting
is
to
dwarven efficiency.
build this up. This is good.
Kept it so hidden.
Took us a while to crack the mortar, but once we knew what we were doing with that, the walls just kept climbing higher. Plenty of stone. Come on, I'll show you to a few people. He takes you off to the left where these sort of carcasses are hung up, and you see a dwarf with a bright red bushy beard that is been strained into a braid and tucked into his shirt, as they are stood atop a cauldron, fixing a large stew together. They are stood on a little step stool to do this, and as they see Siege approach, they're like, "Oh, you bastard! Come here!" He goes over to Siege and a big Beastmaster handshake. I thought the fucking Empire had got you, you big lummox. And there's just a very hearty meeting. Rebels, this is Rapid Riders, I suppose. This is Geary.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi.
I'm Halite.
Oh, you're big fuckers, were you?
Dewey. Not quite as
Taxes.
tall.
No, you're not. But I reckon you can use that bow. And you scare me. Just straight away. But I suppose that's the point.
Don't
These
really
new
understand this
recruits.
accent.
Teachers. These aren't new recruits, no. They know their way around the fight. All the same, head them to Kyle. We'll see what they can do. See what they can teach us as well. Siege just turns to the rest of you and says, I'm going to leave you with Gary. I need to take stock of what's going on here in my absence. I'll catch up with all of you.
Speak soon.
Of course. He turns around, like, claps hands like, really loudly. Like, right! And just goes to set order to this place. Which looks pretty much in a heavy working order already.
I'm sure not to his eyes.
Yeah. Oh, should have been done 10 minutes ago. What are you doing? Yeah. Great. Well, I'm Gary.
We're the Rapid Riders.
Well,
Well, no, not all of us.
some of the Rapid Riders. We're still waiting for a couple more of us that should be joining us within the next day or so.
Oh. Okay. Definitely let Gruella, that orcish woman, let her know that we're expecting more people and not to just shoot them down on sight.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Any humans among them?
No, we've got a Diana and a
Diana.
Diana and a Zeke.
Yeah.
Diana and Zeke. Okay.
Indents like
a sun elf and a dwarf.
Right.
And a gnome.
That's. Oh, and a dwarf and he's a dwarf and a gnome, or
Yes, he's a dwarf and a gnome.
That sounds like it gets confusing. It's no offense to yourself, Miss Scary Booty. It's just that people have an easier trigger finger around a human around here.
I mean, that's fair. That's why we're heard.
Fair enough. Well, you can pretty much see the outside. There are reasonable lodgings inside. We've got a bigger cavern. It's got a bit of a hearth fire in there, so it's warmer this time of year. Well, it's not like we've been here super long. I can show you to Kyle. He might make a little bit of use from you.
How much of the mountain's been hollowed?
How much is that? And he looks like it's a huge mountainscape himself. Not hollowing it so much as we are chasing what we need, chasing veins of ore. Occasionally, any harder packed stone we can use for the walls. Anything that can be made into a useful, launchable object. Not that we're planning many sieges right now.
be good to throw something back if needs be, but hopefully need won't arise for a while.
Hopefully don't think about looking over here. Have you guys caught wind of all what we did across the Empire a couple days ago?
Well, no, but you are the first people who have walked that path and lived since Siege left, so we're a bit out of the way here. Please let me know.
I'll sort of whistle and have a flutter of birds sort of come and land on my shoulder and stand nearby and said, we used these and a little bit of technical know-how to drop a load of leaflets across Benalicia, telling that we were a rebel group that the Empire said they had crushed to make themselves sound cool. Telling the people that we were still alive and that we were responsible for bringing down. There were some wyverns that were attacking local villages, destroying farmlands, taking livestock. We went and together we killed one of them, and Taxes wrestled the other one to the ground.
Right to my shoulders.
Sounds like
So we showed off a little bit, and yeah, like hundreds and hundreds of people will have seen it. Made a lot of pro-empire people very angry, and will have made a lot of very downtrodden indents very happy. Give them a little bit of hope.
We also did this all over, not just Benalicia.
Yeah, similar things have been happening in other towns around the empire. So people know, like it's it's not a lot, but it's kindling a fire. You know, so we've got things going. Not terrifying at all.
Nice. Took a mighty big boot to the hornet's nest then. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very
we
nice.
came up here because
We're hiding.
Reunited knows that we were in Harling's Rest, so has decided to pay a visit. So we thought it's probably a good idea to leave for a little while and figure out what we do next.
Reeve Tebi.
Not Reeve Utebi. Was Utebi the Reeve, or was Utebi like a military?
Debbie's definitely the Reeve.
Yeah.
You gather this guy doesn't know his empire history or empire politics.
Basically, she is the, like, it's Balan Osnan. Is it Balan Osnan? The
I know Balan. Yeah, Balan Osnan. Balan Osnan
is the prince in Benalicia.
Yeah.
But Utebi is the one that does all the work and is kind of terrifying, especially since our friend that hasn't turned up yet set half her face on fire. That was fun.
Yeah, I'll do it.
But it does also mean that she definitely wants a word with us. Another reason why we didn't stick around in Harling's Rest for.
I suppose we'll be looking out for hornets then. Also worth letting Gruella know.
Yes.
With the talk about the Reeve, Hallie seems noticeably tenser.
Yeah, we are. To say she's got unfinished business with us, we've got unfinished business with her, which is weird coming from, because that's probably the most like grizzled, the closest thing to a badass sentence Dooney's ever said. So essentially, it just sounds like a sentence Liam Neeson should say, coming out of with the voice of a child.
Serious stuff. No, you get her head, I'll get Berlox's. Together, we'll play golf.
Yeah. But show us around a little bit, and I think part of the idea of us coming up here, I'm certainly not going to be much use building fortifications, but I'm a really good shot. So any of you guys, like, I think part of our idea is to give you guys some combat training and things like that. I can certainly look at starting something like that.
How tall are the walls currently?
They sit in a healthy 8 foot.
Cool.
Not going to stop, something flying over, but people aren't going to just vault it.
Yeah.
If you're... Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say, is that just Halite trying to work out if they can still vault it when they go?
You definitely could. You can jump 3 stories, we've established, or you can jump and grab the 3rd story.
Yeah.
Either way, they say, if you're looking to train people, and definitely with archery, I would definitely talk to Kyle. That Sarian is just, he's a It's a bit of a powerhouse, to be honest. You're lucky you showed up. Come on, I'll show you. He turns to somebody else. You don't let don't let it boil. Just let it simmer. We know what makes a good stew now. And is taking you to just inside the mine where there is this sort of larger cavern that has been carved out here. You can see that this is probably where they were forced to sleep when they were working here, and they've turned it from being like a forced sleeping area to reclaiming it's like, no, we're gonna like put personal items everywhere. We've got nowhere else to sleep. It's warm enough in here, but at least we're choosing to sleep in here now. And just past that, you see an area which is a wide enough cavern that has a shaft of sunlight coming through, but lots of gravel, like fine cut gravel, on the floor, not quite a sand. And in there, you see that there are a couple of mounted training dummies, essentially, with what are clearly battered and bloodied Imperial armaments that have been taken from their captors. And inside, you see a dark-skinned, gnomish individual who is maybe roughly on a height with Dewey, if not a little bit taller. And they are sitting in the middle of this area in a meditative pose, arms crossed, breathing deeply. On their back, you can see a very fine-looking light crossbow. In front of them, planted in the ground, you can see a short spear, and sort of resting upon their lap is a sort of held between the two hands and the flat of their palms is a short sword. This is Kyle. Kyle does not like it when you interrupt his meditating, but at the same time, you should know the dinner is soon. You see this individual opens their eyes and is like, I am starving, so that is fantastic news. You are all new to me. Hello.
Well met.
Well met. Hello.
Highlight.
Kyle Vensavai.
I'm Dewey. We're part of the Rapid Riders.
Should we be using our code names?
A bit late now.
I mean, you haven't used it at all. So
I forgot what mine is. Was it Shadow or something? Hi. We've been. I think it was like Shadow or something. I can't remember. Anyway, hi. We've come from Harling's Rest, but we were originally a rebel cell in Benalicia. We came up here because we're planning. We're planning to help build what you guys have got going on here, and we just want to try and find a way that we can be useful. And he puts up his pathetic guns. I'm gonna be no use smithing or building walls, but I am a really good shot. If you've got any ideas on what we can do to get some training things going, I might be really useful at that. I'm also good at in the outdoors as well. So if we need to get any scouting missions, that kind of thing, I can do that too. I feel really self-conscious. I'll let someone else speak. It's just seeing like the passive face of Kyle as he takes that in. I'm like, I'm gonna let someone else speak.
If I may, the arena I have here is useful for training people in a more melee combat. But archery, I've been trying myself to think of something else I can do. What I think could work well is to make a straw bundle into a target, but this is something we need some more resources for. Perhaps you and I can go and see if we can find what we need.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too hard. We have a couple of gatherers, lumberers. Once we know what we're looking for, I think we can be something a bit of a range rather than a arena.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, something else you can do for me. Before you tell me something you can do and what you're good at, you don't have to qualify that with something that you are bad at and you do not feel happy about. Just appreciate the fact that you are good at things, and you will find that it is a lot more empowering.
Gonna make
Very
a
wise.
just gonna make a Constitution save to see if Dewey blushes or not.
That's session 1 of our CBT.
Yes. That's a 10, so he goes a bit red.
It's very wise.
Ooh, you're learning. You're training each other. This is how this works. You, giant man. How
Looks around.
Only one
Yeah.
here for it. What is it I can help you with?
Nothing.
Then this is good. You have everything you need from me. If you learn anything, you come and find Kaya.
Wow.
I'll make sure I do. Thank you.
What is this guy?
If you need anything from me, you know where to find me.
Third person.
We may need someone strong to shape the targets. Somebody who can swing an axe, yes, to make the stands. Somebody to impale them into the ground, make them strong, so that a hard-hitting arrow doesn't just topple them over.
I can do that.
I know you can. And you, quiet woman. Anything I can do to help you?
Don't know, in perfect honesty.
Have I met you before?
No. Can I?
Something oddly familiar about you, and I don't know why. I will figure this out.
Insight check.
Say insight check.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Fucking weird, I heard. Familiar.
I do have disadvantage.
You know what
attack.
looks familiar.
12.
I got a 10.
12.
Does Halleck?
You definitely have never met this person before.
Okay.
Halleck gets a 10. Halleck, you're trying to read the situation. You're fairly sure there's no way that these people could have met. This person is saying, actually, can you make me a history check, actually, Halleck?
Sure.
But you
that
gather
was so close
that
to an 18.
you are covering up your entire body. So if they're recognizing something, it's something that you're either a familiar pose that they are used to, like reading your body language, or something on your person that they are recalling, and that's what they're trying to figure out.
It's only a 4 from Halleck.
For you've, like, Venserai, his last name could mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So close.
Certain
So
we
close.
have not met.
I am also thinking we have not met, but there is something strange. We'll figure it out, and then we will get together, and we will maybe over dinner. I hear it is ready soon. Something. I'm going to figure this out.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
You do that.
yes. In the meantime, we should not waste our words. We should be doing actions. Yes, this is the theme of this place. Let's go. Let's make our targets. Earn our dinner.
I've just put in my notebook Kyle - mystery therapist warrior sphinx.
Not miles away.
I will be right back. I need to go talk to the wall lady.
Okay. Well, we'll gather some sacks so that we have enough to gather coarse grasses, enough to make something I can bite. A sharp knife and quick eyes is also appreciated if you wish to follow us. Taxes.
I mean,
I believe you said your name. You will introduce yourself to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
So if you've got admin that needs sorting out. I suppose so. If you've got admin that needs sorting out.
Doesn't matter where you go.
I mean, you're
You're
not
always
wrong.
the bookkeeper.
My life.
Organise the shit out of these losers.
Interesting. The attitude of this place is just to be creating all the time and just creating daily. It would be interesting to actually know what how much we have made and if any of it is how useful. It is for the effort for resistance, but we've not exactly solidified that into something that we can actually put hands to swords, if that makes sense. There are only 30 or so of us here.
And Taxis cracks her knuckles and pulls out her bookkeeping book.
Yeah. You start taking
As
records.
badass electric guitar starts.
Yeah, she fucking does like a triple flip with a pen.
Yeah. You flip a pen and just catch it, like, start walking, just catch it in midair. Like...
Yeah.
The singular piece of body that isn't covered, which is the eyes, suddenly get a pair of glasses on them.
And you don't even see your hand move; they disappear. Like,
You go prepare yourself to sort of go on this sort of mission to start making targets. You can actually get a range on here, which is going to be brilliant. You go to find the orcish guard woman.
Yes. Wall lady.
War lady.
Wall lady.
The war lady.
Wall.
Yeah, they are watching the horizon. They turn to see you approach because you're not particularly stealthy.
Fuck no. And then I leap into the air and land on the wall. Oh,
With such force, it knocked Sam off the internet.
Knocked Sam off the wall. Oh no. Ah.
Summon guards woman.
Or in a
Wall
split
lady.
into two. Summon DM. Hey. I think
Hey.
it was Wall Lady.
Wall lady.
War lady. Summon war lady?
Yeah.
How big does this wall look like? Can I jump on it without it falling down?
You
Blast their
fucking done it
entire-
now,
It
haven't
looks
you?
solid.
Alright. I
Yes.
jump from like the ground area and just like land next to her.
She takes a couple steps back. It's like,
Oh, sorry.
okay.
I was told to tell you that we have people coming in.
Good to know. Yeah, I'll make sure we don't shoot them down the second they get close.
Yeah, you know Garrick, right?
No, what's a Garrick?
No, that's his secret. That's his real name. What's his fucking fake name? He brags a lot.
Fake names? Are these the people that Gravel went into town to meet? The like other rebel sect in the area?
Yes.
Right. If
He's
you can
from
give me a
Holland
vague
first.
description. Do you know how big how many of them are traveling together and
Should be 3
vague
or 4.
heights? Three or four.
About this height, he like points like half his chair, like on like his torso. Like
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Sun elf. I think halfling. If Vex is there.
Yeah.
Half gnome, half dwarf. I don't know what Garrick is. I should stop saying that name. Bragging man.
Bragging.
Is he a moon elf? Is he a moon elf? What is he?
He's a do elf. He's a do elf. You would remember that. It's been 3 days.
I don't pay attention
Would
to
he
bragging
though?
man.
Would he though?
He's a pale elf.
Pale elf guy.
Okay. 2 medium, 2 small. Maybe 1 small.
I
For,
look out. I look out to her view of the road.
Yeah.
It is a her,
She's
correct?
got a good, like, you can realize it is a her.
Okay,
She,
cool.
her. You are looking over this road and you can see that she has a really good vantage point here. Like, some of the gorse bushes where you really didn't think you could see the fort, she can see quite far down here. She's chosen her spot well. You imagine you have a bead on someone maybe half a mile before they got here. Certainly, if there's a big group of people, you might even see dust on the horizon before. But yeah, she's looking at it. Okay, they know where they're. They know how to find us.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm going to stick with the Gravel token because that makes most sense. Okay, yeah, I'll look out for them.
Who told them?
Gravel.
Is that the guy we came with?
Yeah, angry guy, big halberd.
Yeah. Cool. What's your name?
Wait,
Sorry.
did he have a secret code name? Shit,
He did have a
now?
secret code name. I didn't know his real name. He went by Siege.
Well, that sounds like him.
Right?
The one thing he's always ready for.
What was your name?
My name is Gruella.
Gruella.
Growela. Gruella.
Your last name, Deville.
Well,
Gruella? I know. As soon as I said it.
I'm Halite.
Going through the Disney films, are we? Okay.
I mean, we've got Snow White over there.
It's a G that's spelled differently. It was originally Growella, but I thought that's too, like... Oh, it's an orc and it says growl. No. We'll look out for it. And yeah, don't worry about Siege. God, I'm gonna rip the shit out of him for that one.
Yeah, it's a bit weird having all these code names.
What was your code name?
Lionized.
Lionized?
Yeah, it's my mum's name.
Your code name was your mum's name?
I thought it sounded cool. And she's a cool lady, so...
Respect.
Yeah. Oh, dinner's almost ready, apparently. I just jump off.
Yeah. She definitely looks at you for a few seconds after you leave, like a amusement, and also like a, okay.
I look up slightly because like the top of my head is like the same height as the wall.
Just about, yeah. And if you do that, she's like, "You gonna keep looking up at me all day, or?"
She turns around and walks away.
You can hear her chuckling in the background as you walk away. Cool. You guys are settling into the mines.
I help build straw things.
Yeah, you help build straw things. There is a hearty goat stew with a few tubers, wild tubers that are thrown in there. It is another cold winter night that's coming in, but you are once again part of a community. It's good to have a community in fresh air rather than underground for once. Before you go into the mine, of course. That said, about 3 days north, among the foothills growing into the true mountains, we find the rest of our party. What are you guys doing?
Zeke is sweating profusely at what is now day 10 of sobriety.
Nice. Proud of you.
Just sweating it out in the mountains.
Yep, I mean, if there's anywhere I'm going to do it, it's the place furthest from alcohol.
Yes. It's like a detox week. It's great.
Yeah. for everyone that isn't anywhere near Zeke.
Ugh. Why are you here?
If you say that out loud, it'll be I came without you.
Yeah, I came without you.
I came without both of you.
No one asked you, Garrick. I'm joking. I know. No one wants to be here with each other. I understand. I get it.
Yeah, we're all here because we want to be here with each other.
I want to be 5 feet underground right now.
That would just about cover you. That's fair.
3 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's still 2 foot of dirt.
So
Just
It's a shallow grave, but it's still.
Why are we
standing up.
Yeah.
Look.
Because look,
Shush.
even though they're like very short, they didn't even want to. They just wanted to make a deep hole, so they just went. Okay.
I have a question for you, Zeke.
Oh God.
You're half gnome, half dwarf, right?
No, mum, dwarf dad.
How tall were your parents, though?
My mum was about 4'11". I don't know about my dad. My mum was tall.
You're very short.
I'm very short.
Yeah.
Apparently, my sibling was going to be very tall, but
Twin?
supposedly, but then only me.
Huh. Okay. Do you want to talk about it, or?
No.
Okay. Good.
You'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I don't want to talk about anything. How were you feeling?
Like someone used my head as a shovel for like 30 years straight.
Okay.
This way, you know that feeling where you get just drunk enough that everything starts feeling wobbly? And,
Yeah.
and it's really fun because you've got all the warm tinglies.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine the wobbly but with a fever.
Oh. Hey, I think I've heard that that's a sign that you're on the mend. It's a few more days now, and you'll be
Just
feeling
turns and looks at you over his
right as
shoulder.
rain.
As sarcastic as possible, like it's like I am trying every bit of him just to stand up.
He's a that, or your heart's about to stop.
That sounds like the preferable option.
Nah, pretty sure you're on the other side. We can keep doing this. It's fine.
What about you?
What about me? I am not having a heart attack.
You wanted a heart to heart? Let's have a heart to heart.
I don't want a heart attack. I'm just asking you.
Be about my mum. Ask you about your mum.
She died. She's in a book. What do you want to know?
Mine died. She's in a grave. Are we? Is this how we talk?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You know what?
I know. Look. You'll actually stop and just turn to you. He's like, look. I know we don't particularly get on all the time. I'm actually trying to be a nice person, trying to show an interest in your life. If you don't want me to show an interest in your life, I will toddle on ahead and proceed to sweat it out on my own. It is up to you.
Okay. You want to talk about it? Okay.
Sure.
How would you feel? How would you feel if your mother was not in the grave, but in a book that you only see when you're like half asleep? And she teaches you things like a mama should. How would you feel? How do you feel about that?
It would be a level of catharsis because then I could tell my mother all the things that I regret.
Yeah. Yeah. Except then she says, I'm not really your mom. Sorry,
Oh,
shit.
yeah, okay, that would suck.
But she is, so.
Yeah. Feel like her?
Does it feel like her?
Yeah, you know.
It does. From what I remember, it feels like her. Sounds like her. Kind of smells like her, but I don't know if I'm making that up. Pretty sure I'm making that up.
Did your mother just smell like books?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, she did. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
You're trundling alongside each other. You just basically nudge you like in your lower thigh because it says how far up as he goes. Glad you
Yeah.
get something. Clearly thought about you.
Yeah, she did. I'm very grateful. I also wonder why she did that.
Seemed like a smart lady, from what you've said.
Smart and new things that were not gonna haven't happened yet. She probably knew what was happening. Which is blowing my mind.
So that means that in theory she knows if or not we're going to see her at some point.
I mean,
Well, smart lady, very capable, can see the future. She ain't dead.
she did.
Can tell the future.
Yeah, well, she didn't. Either way, she didn't get out in time. She's not here.
And she's not somewhere.
She's either died or got herself caught. Which is worse.
She's gone to that place up north. You know, one with the crystals and all that stuff that they were trying to get the rider to go to.
The utopia for wizards. Well, maybe, hopefully. I will like to. I'll think that. Or maybe it's just easier to think that she's dead.
You'll just go. It's definitely not easier to know that she's dead.
That means I'm gonna have to look for her.
No. Just gives you a bit of hope that there's a life beyond this. Beyond fighting every day. Hiding and skulking and stabbing and killing.
Yeah. You were alive before, right?
Long enough.
Yeah, that's what we're aiming for. We'll get there.
Child when so there's a lot of rose-colored glasses for that, let's say, shall we say.
Yeah.
You know how much of it is just remembering and how much it is childish nostalgia.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was sure as hell better than this.
Can't imagine much worse. Can.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Not really.
and he just grabs at the chains like, not sure, although those are my memories.
They're starting to affect your own.
Maybe not so much, but they definitely retained all of themselves. Their wants, their desires, their regrets. There's only so much magic a soul can hold, I imagine. And I don't know. I'm not a smart man, but I know that I know there's definitely something gone inside here that I filled with booze for quite a long time, so who knows? Maybe they're pushing their way in.
Do they... What is the point of it? Do they want you to, like, help them move on or help them fulfill their dreams and wants, needs? Is that what is happening?
I think some of them want revenge. I think some of them want catharsis. Some of them just want to see that life isn't suffering. Just people.
Hmm.
I don't know whether it'll help them move on, but certainly some angry ones in there.
Yeah, I've seen you arguing with them.
Oh no, she's angry with me because I don't drink anymore.
Oh, that one. Okay. Well, I hope she's not the loudest.
She definitely is.
Oh.
It's like an angry grandmother.
Who's your favorite one? You've got to get the names. Wait.
I've got your names.
That'd be my favorite one.
I know what my favorite one is.
Oh my god, you guys, who's your favorite ghost?
Oh my god.
I am such. I'm such a Gina.
My brain is misremembering what the ghost's name is because it's conflating it with the young child, that the gnome child that we saw ages and ages and ages ago.
Wasn't
Oh, the half goblin child.
The half goblin child.
No,
yes.
it was that
Fetty.
Fumble.
I know,
Oh,
but
okay,
my brain is attaching that name to the
yeah.
Furbolg child was my favorite. Some guy
Furbolg
could
one,
try.
yeah,
The
that's my
Furbo
fave.
ghost
Furbolg,
child.
Yeah.
the Furbolg ghost child is the one that he would mention.
Yeah, you would know the
Yeah.
name, so it's as soon as the document loads.
Yeah.
There's
why I
14 of them.
What do you
not loading
mean you don't remember all of them?
I remember Gina.
Yeah.
The angry one, the old one.
Zeri.
Gina lives in there rent free, motherfucker.
Gina lives rent free.
I mean, definitely lives rent
Gina
free in
lives
my
through all of us.
ex, for sure.
Oh no.
Yes. The young Furbo girl is Zeri.
Zeri.
Very.
I
That's my
knew it.
favorite.
Yeah. She's innocent.
Child. That sucks.
Say something without it sounding really soppy, and you're kind of gagging because I want to gag at it.
Wait, what?
She's the people that we're fighting for.
Yeah.
The kids that grow up in this.
The kids that didn't get to grow up.
They're old enough that I mean, I've lived 2 of human lifetimes at this point. You've lived a few. Lived different lives. I think so much a death wish anymore, but means that no other kids need to go through what Taxes and Dewey have gone through. I think I'll put my life down for that.
Absolutely. But at the right time.
The right time.
Because why?
There's no rebellion if you're dead.
Yes. It's actual saying. Yes, there's no rebellion if you're dead.
And then with that, he just turns and goes, "This is not in response to you."
I won't take it personally.
He's just like, held it in for so long.
So proud of you.
Garrick will say, this is just maybe campfire, but a couple hundred meters up, so it's not the smell of it.
Yeah. It's a shame. That was nice. Oh, never mind.
I'm very sorry.
I've seen nicer, and we'll go up there, I think. I need a campfire going.
Cool. You're right, bud. You're gonna.
Profusely sweating.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like a dying horse.
I'm gonna look around the area for like some kind of like water source or something.
Yeah, make
Here we go.
this is a difficult perception check to just spot one, or a survival check, medium survival check to go. I can see where one should be based on what I know about the land.
Is it daytime still?
It is winter and you're camping now, so I'm going to assume it's probably gotten dark.
Dark, yeah, that's fine. Maybe if I can't see, it'll be survival probably.
Okay.
Not very good at seeing in the dark.
I'm just looking for a 12 on the survival, I think.
It's a 19 because I didn't roll with actual dice. Can I just do one? Okay, that's not too bad. That was a 16. Yeah, 19.
Yeah, it's not your favorite light to see in, but you're like, okay, those plants are there growing a little lusher, and it's just like a short jog away, fully like in island with the rest of your party before you find just a little babbling aquifer, fresh potable water.
Cool. I just look at it because I don't know if I got anything to put things in. I'm sure I do.
I'm going to say you have a water skin.
Yeah.
You do have something. You could empty out that what's left of that really bad whiskey and the bad gin that I handed you for water.
Is that still there?
I don't know. I
If
don't
it's
know
in
whether
your
you drank
inventory,
it.
Drink it or
whatever you did with it. If you kept the bottle, if you just hooked it into the wilds.
Okay. Can I roll a d20 to see how much is left?
Sure. I'm going to say
Only a couple of.
a good. Yeah, there you go. That fits.
I rolled a 5, so only like
Yeah, that works.
a few swigs left. Can I look at it and I'm like.
Absolutely.
And then fill it up. Fill it up with.
Wash it out a little bit as well, so you've got a little bit of that lavender scent is no longer there. It's just at this point, it's just a big old glass bottle of water.
That's it. Just like the kind you get in a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is natural mineral water from the hills, rolling foothills of the virtues of us. Brought to your table.
In a gin bottle.
With gin box.
with this weird feeling of just pomp, real pompous attitude in the back of his head.
Make sure it really doesn't smell of alcohol because I don't want to give him my water skin because that's gross. So I'm gonna pass you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass you the gin bottle. See if that. This is not.
You remember that gin bottle was less full when you gave it to her, so you know that's not gin.
I gave it to her a while back, so
yeah.
I mean, so
it's rank.
Do I?
I swilled it.
It's still a bottle. I'm just gonna put it
True.
Just gonna put it down
This is true.
for the moment.
Do you have a water skin that I can fill up for you?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And
Okay.
he just kind of stares at you. He's like, "Can you please take the bottle away?"
Yes, I will. I will. I was trying to help, but that didn't work out.
I know, but I'm trying real hard, and I appreciate you trying to help, but it looks really good right now, and even though I know it's not.
Just remember how bad the gin was. It was really disgusting.
Better than this?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not. Hit him on the back. Nice. There you go.
Just made for campfire.
Spidey's still over there.
Yeah, I'm a ways away.
Yeah, you're away. You're in here with the aquifer. You want to go
Yeah.
and see what that is.
I'll
Okay.
fill all the water.
You
Skins.
fill all the water skins. By the time you come back to camp, there is a soft burning campfire, enough to give you enough warmth for the night with your bedrolls. And as become sort of tradition on these nights, you see just gentle strumming of lutes, just throwing lyrics in. Yeah. Starry, starry sky on a cold night.
Cool.
If no one's doing anything particular, then Zeke is just going to sit facing outwards to wherever the path was, and just going to keep watch. That's it.
Okay.
What's the vibe like? How is Garrick and Fax feeling in this
They're,
situation?
I think they were giving you some privacy because they clearly saw that you had some stuff that you needed to talk about. They are exhausted after walking this far. I think you all are a little bit. Not actually mechanically exhausted. They are looking a bit more solemn than you remember from yesterday. You imagine they probably had a chat, which not like we had a falling out, just a like, we both remembered a sad thing. It was not like I'm about to burst into tears, just like oh yeah.
Since when? Yesterday.
Like yesterday, we seemed a bit more in jovial spirits, not like yay, hooray for everything, just a sort of like we're gonna get through this. But now it's more like we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. The music's sort of reflecting that as well. It's got this sort of more mellow, slow timbre. Just.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Okay.
That's really good. Okay, so nothing like particularly that's making them feel like this. Just
You can ask them. Clearly, they spoke about something, remembered something.
Alright, okay. Yeah. Well, I will certainly match that solemn strumming. I guess I have a song. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it turns to so from strumming to plucking. That's what you do on a violin. I don't know if you do that on the guitar. And kind of looks around at the three of them and is a bit reluctant, but I guess no one seems to be paying too much attention because everyone is quite solemn anyway, aren't they, I guess. And then yeah, she will start singing. I feel guilt, and I feel sad, and I feel like somehow, somewhere you're alive, and you'll be mad. I should have stayed, I should have tried, I should have gone with you, and been together and fallen by your side. If I'd known it was the last time that I'd see your face, I'd have told you how I felt and kissed you just in case. Instead, I sit and I write, as if that would change the past and turn wrong into right. If I'd known it was the last time that I'd see your face, I'd have told you how I felt and kissed you just in case. And she will stop and get up and no, you know what? See, everyone is solemn enough. She'll stay. She'll stay and yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Dex just cries. It's a beautiful song. Garrick is just looking at you with those sad puppy dog eyes that he wears so well.
Yeah.
That's not fair. You beat me to the song.
Yeah. No one's ever heard that, actually. So.
I heard it.
I wrote that after I left Harling's Rest, and I was in my lowest point, and that's how I felt. And this whole the last few weeks, you know, has brought some of that back, and that guilt that I felt.
I I know some of what you're feeling. I wanted to be there when I learned the rest had fallen and Ford had gone, and I thought you were dead. And no, I've been there. I'm so very glad you're alive, Diana.
Ditto. Yes. And I just think, yeah, I don't know. I just think that singing that, feeling the way I remember the way I I felt when I wrote it. I think it's good. You know, it's good to feel that, but also it's quite obvious that despite the way we felt about each other and the guilt and the regrets, possibly, then I think it's good that we've had this time, and I feel, I don't know how you feel, but I feel good that we've had this time. You know? Yeah.
Don't regret a second of our time.
No.
Any time.
No. And yeah. What did you say? You're gonna beat me to it.
Because they're still working on my legs. Not as good as yours.
You're the sneaky one, and I'm the one who sings. I told you that.
Yeah, you're right.
I always loved her singing, so.
He takes fingers to his lute and just begins strumming a slow sort of series of chords. If you pine for sunlight, but stick to the shadow. You can't cry for when you're not seen. You can't chase the rays, even with the new day. No wonder at what could have been. So I'll watch the sunlight amidst my dark shadows. I'll follow the path where she leads. I'll never forget that the shadows at dawn will always mean something to me. It's not finished yet.
Not finished yet.
It's not finished yet.
It's good. Dorn can't cope with how good it is.
No, it's good.
You are you expecting to finish it?
I spent so long thinking it was finished that I didn't want to start writing it. But I'd like to.
Good. Yeah, mine wasn't finished. It was like just scribbles. So yeah, you should write it. Finish it.
I will.
And with that, she will play a more upbeat tune.
He joins you. He's just playing, like, you do the plucking, he does the chords of just a much more upbeat tune.
Yeah.
Through this winter night.
Yeah.
How are people feeling about a break to go pee and recover?
Yeah.
Cool. In
Wait
that
a bit
case,
longer.
cool. So we're at 1:45 now. We will try and be back hopefully around 10, but no promises. Obviously, we've got to make sure we are ready, make sure we are loosey-goosey, and we will see you in a bit.
Okay. Bye.
like the sun. We will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come. We will rise like the sun. I will never run. We will fight. Fight till we won. We will bite. We will smite all through the night. We never sleep. Never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. What we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But we will not beat your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Everyone, welcome back.
Hello.
We are coming back on a more upbeat from the emotional
Emotional roller coaster.
emotional roller coaster. We are Fumble folks. We are in the middle of our episode 19, I believe, of our Rapid Rides campaign.
Indeed.
And last we left off, our party was divided, split between a mountain mine made into a fort and a smaller group that had to travel around those mountains and soon on the way there. But we will return to the party in the mine as they, on that same night where we left them, they are having this stew that I talked about, this sort of goat meat and tubers and very hearty winter stew from what could be hunted and foraged in these mountains. And it's a bit of a sort of communal space. A lot of people choosing to sit together, especially those who, have been here for months now. But there's definitely like separate groups. It's not like we're all sat in a big circle just watching each other eat. It's very much like we're in our group, but we'll shout over to each other occasionally.
Popular table. There's like a little nerd table.
Yeah, it's popular kids. Siege just sat at the popular kids table with his with the cook, with Geary, who was the first person he introduced you to here. Yeah.
So Harley's just looking up at the mountains. I have a problem, guys.
Are you
Have
okay?
you found something taller than you and it makes you uncomfortable?
It's quite short, comparing it to the divide. But it's the tallest thing around here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It must be huge.
If you find this impressive, I can't wait to show you my home.
I can't even. I've only ever heard of it like a mythical thing. Can't imagine. I mean, this is huge. I can't imagine stuff larger than this.
Yeah, it definitely feels mythical at this point. Listen, my head's not really in the game at the minute. I can't really think about helping others right now. Training, lifting a rock to help build a wall. My mind's all scattered and shit. What I'm saying is, I'm thinking about leaving. Not
What?
not forever. I'm gonna come back and help. It's just I'm useless right now. At least I feel like it. Listen. I know I'm not, but I can't have my mind split in 2-3 ways right now. I can't tell someone what to do and then not know what to do myself half a second later.
No, we're all being thrown situations that we're not used to at the moment. This is we're literally trying to change, like, not just our own lives, but everyone else's. It's
Yeah.
a big thing, and we've been faced with situations like I nearly got eaten by a fucking wyvern. That's
Tasty.
stuff I like heard about when I was a kid. Like, it's bedtime stories. So
Yeah, we are changing a lot of people's lives. I understand that. But that's why I feel like they deserve me at my best. Not some half-assed highlight.
I like half your ass is worth more than most fully grown men, ally.
Maybe. Thank you.
Where will you go?
The mountains, I think. It's the closest thing to home to clear my head.
The air is supposed to be clearer up there, I guess, but
Yeah, I'm used to altitudes quite high, so
how
I'm more accommodated to them.
how long are you gonna go for? I mean, things are
Uh,
moving fast here.
I'll definitely be back in time for the ball, is what I'm thinking. But it's just depending on how
How long is the ball?
weeks.
Okay,
God,
all right, okay.
God's 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks and a couple days.
Okay. All right.
I just need time to straighten out my head, get some answers.
I mean, I mean, I don't, it's a personal thing, but
Yeah, I
this
know it's
isn't.
quite selfish. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. I mean, as in what I'm about to ask. It's not the stuff between you and Diana, right? It's.
I mean, it's partially that, yeah.
I
Like
mean,
Diana is usually my rock, you know. When something fucks up, she's around, and I kind of feel lost in the ocean right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. She's not around, and I don't know who to look to be my lighthouse. She's literally the sun. I don't know what to do. So I need to find my own path, I think. Like,
then
and Zeke is always on my mind too. Like Diana didn't mention him in in her letter, so I don't know if he's just gone, kidnapped. Are they with each other? He's just
I'm
disappeared without a
I'm
word.
I'm sure they've ended up together.
I'm sure too, but I don't know when it's always on my head.
It makes perfect sense that they, well, no, it doesn't make perfect sense, but it it would make sense that they went after to get Vax, to make sure that the vexation was out of there safely, and didn't end up going back into to Harling's Rest ready for a flail sandwich from the reeve. So they'll be here soon. You sure you don't want to wait for them to get back?
No, they don't deserve to see me like this.
They whatever stuff's going on. They care about you. They would want to help you rather than come back to find that you've gone.
I mean, I'm not sure if me and Diana are okay, man. She didn't even trust me enough to tell me in person that she was leaving. And she ran off to go help Vex. That happened to also be where her ex is going. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we're okay. I hope we are. I love him more than anything. I don't know.
If you go, will you be okay?
I've climbed bigger. I feel okay. In the terms of getting up there. I'm gonna try and hopefully talk to Siege. He knows these mountains better than I do.
You can ask him where like the biggest jumps are, so you can go jump.
I was gonna ask him where the pitfalls were. But it might be an
Okay.
extra adventure along the way, I don't know. If I decide if I go
Okay.
there.
Okay.
You do know that if you're not back before the ball, we're gonna go after you, yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah, if they're allowed to go on silly jaunts, then gosh darn it, so are we.
Yeah. This whole rebellion is about being free. And we should be free to be able to run off and do our own thing if we wanted to. Like a bird. We shouldn't be... Like, the rebellion's a big thing. But we shouldn't be pinned down by it either.
Okay.
And don't worry, I'm not planning to go crazy again. I hope I've got my anger under control for now.
Go and, it'll allow you to focus yourself. If you've got any anger you need to get out, you can just punch a mountain down. So.
I mean, it's really dangerous depending if it's winter or not. I might cause an avalanche. I probably wouldn't want to do that. But, maybe. Yeah, but thank you, Texas. But I don't know if you should be coming up after me.
Oh, no,
the ball is really important.
So are you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe after the ball if I don't come back. But I'm planning to come back.
Yeah, you better, like, as threatening as someone who barely comes past your knee can be. It's like, you better come back.
Plan to. A tall rock can't really keep me down.
All right.
Yourself.
Okay, well, we're literally too short to stop you, so...
Well,
oh no!
I'll pause for a second.
Sam's already going off before you. Right.
Why is everyone sneaking off? Come on! Sam! There he is. Look at our DM back, everyone enjoyed. There's a kitty on the stream, there's a cat on the stream, look at the cat, look at the cat! Oh.
Kitty.
Sorry, emotional moments makes my Discord just self-destruct. So I do apologize.
But
This
yeah,
didn't happen midway through, like, yeah.
singing, oh shit, fuck.
Yeah, that would have been classic.
No,
Sorry
yeah.
for interrupting with my technical difficulty.
No. I mean, you could. You guys are badasses. You could probably stop me if you wanted to. But, no. I wanted to tell you, not just sneak off in the middle of the night.
And that's why I'm not trying to stop you.
Yeah, you might get angry, but you're someone who sticks to your words. So you have told us that you are going to be back.
Yes.
So make sure you come back.
And if you're not back, going after you, and I won't be happy when I go after you.
Oh, trust me, I think anyone here, you would be the one to find me. I'm not very subtle, even though you tried to teach me. Thank you for that. That was also a part of this too. I thought if I focus on something else, maybe I'll get my head straight, but
Yeah.
even then, I couldn't really think clearly. So sorry if I was a bad student.
No bad student.
We're all just trying to find our feet. Now
Yeah.
things are very different. And we're going to
Yeah.
keep making things more different in the next however long we're alive.
I thought I had my feet, and then they just left without me. I just looks down at the floor. But yeah, I'm planning to leave in the morning.
Leave before you
Okay.
wake up, then.
Will you wake up?
We'll see you off.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi stands and starts walking to Stege's table.
Yeah,
The
definitely
us.
noticed as you approach.
Sorry, I just look at Tax as like, is it us? Do they just not like us? Is this what?
Oh no!
Don't you dare, Phil.
Abandonment issues. There we go. Let's get into that.
Oh, trauma!
Yeah, Siege raises a cup. It's just water, but they still raise a cup in your direction.
I just raised my hand. Mind if I have a word with you for a second?
Of course, Harley. Excuse me, lads. And they stand up and follow you out into the cold winter night air.
You've built a great place here.
Thank you.
Which makes me pain to say this, but I'm planning to be leaving tomorrow. I'm planning to take a climb up the mountain to get my head all straightened out and come back fully on the side against Osnan. But right now, I don't feel I can lift a finger to help until I know what I'm fighting for.
Feel calm about this.
Sorry, what do you say?
You feel calm about this.
The mountain? Yeah. Everything else, no. But the mountain's always been my home. I'm hoping it will set me straight.
Together, you look up to the tallest nearby peak, which is Osnan's Mercy, as you've ever known it. You know, before the Empire, so as I have been told, these mountains were called the Spears of Feria.
Really?
Can't confess I know a lot about it, but it's always felt like more of a home. Mine's beneath it. It's fine for a dwarf. We're not just dwarfs. I'm not just a dwarf. And you know what I mean.
Yeah.
When are you leaving?
I'm planning to leave tomorrow.
I'll wake up at dawn with you. Give you a parting gift.
Thank you. Any advice for the climb? This is your mountain, after all.
I'll draw you a bit of a map. Once you get closer to the top, there's not much a map will do for you. Just going up.
Thank you. And I hope you understand. I don't mean to abandon everyone. I just feel like I can't teach anyone anything if I can't give it my all to it.
There's some things you can only learn at the top of the mountain. Some things you can only learn on your own. Alright. Don't let us stew go cold.
Yes. I make my way back to our table. Yeah, so I'll be heading off tomorrow. Are you sure you guys are gonna be okay here?
I mean,
We're
I'll
surrounded by friends.
probably cry a bit. Well, less and less by the fucking. Excuse me.
No.
Sorry. Like basically all nearby birds just go like in shock.
No, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
It's okay. It's you. You said you're coming back. So you're coming back. Or you make taxes cross. And then you're in trouble.
And now my
All
eyes
the
are
taxes. Right, feel the eyes.
feel the eyes.
I don't want to do that.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna give Garrick the stinkiest stink eyes anyone's ever given.
Do you know what? It does.
Oh my god.
I mean,
that's
it's not
so
his
cute.
fault, I don't think.
Yeah.
All I imagine is 100 birds just staring at Garrick as he walks through the door.
That's so fucking creepy. What is
I
that?
love
What's that movie? Like Children of the Corn?
Literally Alfred Hitchcock's The
Birds.
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 Fucked up. Need to watch it again.
All of them
Yeah, if
just
we want the birds to creep him out, it's not mine that we need. And I look over at Scar, like Zeke's familiar that is just with me intently wherever I go. I imagine it just following me to the toilet and stuff like that.
It will
It's been
force its
told-
way under the door if there's a gap.
yeah.
Just like drag themselves underneath.
Can't go with you
just
looking,
seem a
Scar.
bit. You just seem a
So
bit.
Scar's instruction has been to stay with you.
Yeah.
I may have. I will say, in this mine, in this open area, hold on. In this cavern, in this mine, they are definitely flying around a bit more rather than just sticking on you. They seem more interested about everything that's going on here, but are keeping a beat on you.
like 3 or 4 bats
I
have
don't have
joined
to
your
back
flock.
add my bird when I turn back up.
Like
Oi,
3 or 4
you had
birds.
orders.
Like 3 or 4 bats have joined your flock for whatever reason.
Like, this feels weird, but okay.
I'm with it.
I can vibe. I can
It's
vibe.
good to be involved, yeah.
Kakar. Yeah, I can. Okay.
And how about you? And I look to Splitlick. Do you feel safe here?
Split signs to you, and I believe everybody, all 3 of you, can no fees can.
Rogue table!
Wow.
Took an entire class just so we can understand sign language.
Fuck yeah, I did.
Poor Zeke.
I have enough stuff here, but I can make something fun. I'm gonna get into it tomorrow. This just sounds like something you need to do. They like pull out a reach into a bag, and you just briefly hear a say, like, go to the.
That's
Like,
Taxes' bag.
yes, they reach into Taxes' bag. They don't ask permission. You can be.
Okay.
They
nice
grab
stuff,
a thing. It's like, this could make a flare if you're really in trouble. I think.
Wow.
How do I use it?
Explosives are flares, right?
Boom end, button end.
Wow.
And
Press
point it
now.
up, yeah?
Yes.
Point it up.
I think.
Yeah.
Just directly into your chest. Yeah.
He
If
gonna
not,
die.
I'll just throw it really hard.
Sure.
It doesn't
Pretty
work.
cool, bud.
It like tumbles down a mountain, then the flare sets up. Causes an avalanche. It's fine.
But yeah, thanks. As long as you guys feel safe here, I know it's a bunch of new faces, but yeah.
Okay, hopefully we'll be reunited with the others soon, and we can get to work here and do something, feel a bit of purpose, and then you'll come back. We'll be all back together again, and it'll be great.
It'd be nice to be back together, I think. But yeah, don't let good stew get cold.
Nice. At the end of the meal, people are sort of helping clear stuff up. Again, very much a community. Like, we have a purpose. We are going to keep this rebellion going, and we're going to make armor and weapons for some rebellion that's presumably coming someday. Just very much if we keep doing this, it will probably help, and everybody here is driven by enough anger towards what's happened to them that they are going to keep doing that. At some point in the evening after this, Taxes, you feel it'd just be a sort of tap on the sort of the side, just like a reaching tap. As you turn around and see this gnomish individual, you see Kyle and Sarai. I know where I know you from now.
Like I said, we haven't met.
No, we have not. But I am thinking that perhaps I do know that hood. That is a hood of the Mue clan.
Sorry, what?
The Mu clan. Of the Way of Scribes. You're telling me you've never heard of them, and yet you carry one of their hoods. You wear it so practiced around your head. I do not think so. I think you're perhaps not. Perhaps I'm wrong.
I'm more shocked that you know my surname.
Yeah. They've just said your surname.
So no, sorry. Would you get Mew from?
I have only seen it written down. The Mu were a order of practiced and temperate individuals, monks, who studied a path of fighting certain ways that were more than less organized against the individual, as my attacks are, rather than against organizations. Fighting their weak points and crippling them, rather than the individual assailant upon you. I'm surprised you do not know me. You're wearing my hood.
My hood.
It is your hood.
It's my hood, yes.
And where did you get your hood?
Can I just do an insight just again to test him out?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can see. 13. Wow, my insight is shit these days.
13. They said your surname? That's something your family members and about 5 other people know. And they've also referred to it specifically as this monk's hood of some kind, but clearly not one that they are familiar with in sort of, oh yeah, they're just down the road. It's something they said they've only ever seen it written, which is why they are mispronouncing your surname. Because of the new clan who followed this way or path, or you know enough to know that monks sort of follow a path of their training, of their sort of way of thinking, their way of meditating on things.
I don't know who you are, but you are very much mistaken. This hood is from my home, and I don't understand how you know my surname.
You are Clan Mu.
No.
You're telling me you're wearing a mule hood and you have mule as your name, but you're not mule. You are seeing how I am confused.
Okay, I'm gonna pull him to like the side, like a quiet area.
Yeah.
Am I in the vicinity here?
No,
or is
they tried to find you alone.
Okay.
So I am a mule. This is my hood. I don't know what clan you are talking about.
Well, now Kael is confused.
What makes two of us? Because you should know my name.
Perhaps we can get answers together. Follow me. They take you, sort of like lead you. They like put a hand out to like pull you along by a hand and do not stop. As they take you to an area which you can see has been sort of purposed as a sort of a bathing area. There is a sort of small waterfall that sort of runs through the area, sort of splashing a bit of it that people can sort of almost use as a natural shower. They take a bucket of that and place it on the ground and then just begin lighting a small fire underneath it. It's sort of metal pail. Like, close the door.
I mean, it's already shut before he even says that.
They wait until there is just a real steam in the room created by this place. It's water vapor, sort of almost sauna-like. So breathe in deep. Deep breaths. Let it fill your lung. And then out. Clear your mind. Focus only on the questions you have. Breathe in deep. You think the question. You breathe out. You speak for words.
She breathes in and she instantly says, "I want you to know my name." That's the only question on her
Good.
mind.
This is good. I know your name because I have read the Moor clan and their work. I breathe in deep. How is it someone of the Moor clan does not know their own ancestry?
My family are thieves. That's all they are. They're not some secret clan.
But you're not sure. I plan away, breathe in deep. Think the question. Breathe out and put it to words.
Don't you think I'm sure?
Can you say it again? Sorry.
Why don't you think I'm sure?
I do not think that you are sure of your ancestry. Because I do not think you have asked her. I think you are a very inquisitive individual and you are realizing perhaps you forgot to ask questions. How did you acquire your hood?
Stole it from my home. Hidden away in a box. I grabbed it and now it's mine.
Take something and make it yours.
How the family works. We are thieves.
True. And yet, what if it was yours all along? That's theft or reclamation.
Okay, so then I'll take a deep breath. Then who is my family?
As you say that into the air, which has become like thick with this steam, you get this sort of slight thrill on the back of your neck of just. It's almost like a heady space of you're like, because you're breathing so deeply, you're not like drunk, but so much this sort of like you're a little bit sway in the heat of it, and just these childhood memories flashing back. You just sort of half remembered from when you were so young of your father's side of the family and faces you couldn't remember them before now. You didn't even think to, but you see these faces looking back at you, these memories where you know they did not before. There, that was it. You feel it. Here, in the temple is where it starts. And down to the heart, body, out to your limbs. Feel the energy flow through you, the key. It was there all along.
I'm freaking out. But okay.
Think more on your ancestors. Breathe in deep. Let a breath come out as questions. Let your own body answer them. Flow with the key. And he stands up rather than sitting down, and he begins going through his practice poses. And him specifically, you watch as he lifts the short sword and just begins twirling it as part of an extension of himself, and just goes through his poses. And as you're watching him, you just sort of feel like I remember Nana was doing those poses, and you start sort of matching and following these. What you realize quite quickly are martial arts poses. You've sort of seen Zeke do similar things as you are slowly connecting with your own key energy and realizing you might have had a bit more to do with your family. Might have had a bit more than just thievery and skullduggery in their past. It's a very strange feeling. It's like being suddenly out on an ocean where you're like, okay, what is any of this? But don't let me describe it all. How's Tax's feeling?
She's probably freaking out inside, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like, part of her is still hooked on the fact that you knew her name, and she's tried so hard for most of her time here to keep that all secret. But yeah, she's probably going along with it, especially like after a couple of minutes, she's the most relaxed she has felt. Like,
Yeah.
she's relaxed almost to the point where she probably would have gone in that lake you all would have been if she wasn't so tense.
You have reconnected with part of yourself, part of your ancestry, part of yourself that you did not realize was there, and you have changed classes somewhat, and you are now a rogue monk.
So she's a ninja.
She's a ninja.
Ninja monk.
Tell him what it is.
Oh,
yes.
you are a
yeah.
ninja.
Yeah, literally. So this is the playtest way to describe. Lovely Bee made it, and it's so cool. Literally.
It was okay. It's the first subclass I've ever made, so we'll see. Yeah.
We
The
attached.
subclass we're actually putting out there. First subclass we're actually showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it, Sarah? What's the idea?
You attach 2 hardback books together with a chain and
Yes.
Just throw
So,
books at people and it hurts.
It's
so
proven that the pen is mightier than the sword as you just stab them to death with it.
yes, but only fountain pens.
Yeah.
Yes. Pain.
Go and full John Wick with it.
Yeah. So it's an intelligence-based monk subclass, and it focuses a lot on history and yeah. I don't like being on the spot.
It's how to use the knowledge of the knowledge that you have learned to gain advantage and stuff in combat and things like that.
Zulu, student of war.
Yes.
So, you you sort of return to barracks, sort of sleep off the sort of the steam of the sauna. And the next morning, as dawn breaks, Halite is with you all. Siege, True to Word has 2 gifts for you. They actually have a loose map of how to avoid like the shale that just breaks beneath your feet. And they walk up holding with reins and a bit a giant goat.
Goat.
It'll get you most of the way, about halfway. Can't go much further than that.
What do I can't just leave him there after.
He'll come back to me.
Oh,
the
thank
homing
you.
goat.
Thank you.
Well, that's the next animal we're making.
What's the name?
Great.
Grit. Hello. Just kind of scratch.
It's like a snort, but also yeah, it feels good.
We're gonna be partners.
So he sees a beater in the side of the head with his massive paws.
Don't get too attached to my goat now.
Thud.
I won't. Thank you. Thank you very much.
See if make it back alive.
I will. Thanks to this. Actually, can I see that bag for a second?
Yeah, sure. Pull it out.
So how
I still bang him to do it. That's right.
Halite pulls out a bag, a satchel. He puts around his side. It's a climbing kit, and he pulls out a very well decorated and very well wrapped present. It's small for Halite, but it's decently sized for, say, a halfling. And this is for you. And he goes to Dewey.
What?
It's not finished yet, but this is a promise. I will be back to finish it.
Hey.
And he holds out his present.
Thank you. Yeah, but the best gift you can give me is making sure you come back.
Open it. So when you open it, you see a very beautifully carved, painted electric guitar. It's blue with little filigree of birds carved and painted into it. It's
I want one in real life.
and going up the stem, there's carved birds and painted as much detail as Halite's big mitts can muster. I was planning to add a weapon to it, but you know, I didn't have time. I was hoping to do this in Siege's awesome work area around here.
Well, that's where you can come back and finish. But I love it. It's
I've also got to teach you to use that thing.
Yeah, but it just does an incredibly out of tune, like blang.
It is tuned.
Rumbles.
Oh yeah, no, it's tuned. He doesn't like he's just like blang. There's
those loose master stones you put in there. Look at Spit Lick. They sound good. They sound good.
That's great. That's great.
Well, you said you wanted to learn, so
I'm gonna learn.
Good. Yeah. I'll be the one to teach you.
Yes, you better be. Oh, this is awesome. Look, Greg, it looks like you.
And it looks exactly like Greg. It's even got the same one weird color difference feather. And I haven't got a cool gift for you, Texas, but could you give this to Diana? And he hands you a letter.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Your gift is being the one to see her cry.
It really is.
If you're good enough to give it, you're good enough to take it. Thank you all. I will come back. Alright, come on, Grit. Pat him on the side.
Just
Does he have a big, comically large bell?
No, he has just a
Stealth
iron
go.
like it's like an iron weight around his neck, like a fucking dumbbell, like bell weight.
This girl can carry me, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I will not mount it immediately, but I'll start following the map up the mountain, and then as soon as I get a bit tired, then I will start leading the goat a bit more to help.
Yeah.
Oh, size of the fucking mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, you are big atop it, but it's a giant goat. It's strong.
Is a giant goat? I was like,
giant goat.
Are you sitting on a tiny goat?
It's a large beast.
Okay, fair.
As soon as Halak gets like quite far away, where like you see him, he's like a tiny dot. You see that tiny dot grow really fucking big, and that start waving from a huge distance away. And he shrinks back down and starts carrying on walking.
Wow.
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back. Everybody's coming back. They're not just all leaving us. It's fine.
We got stuff to do. Actually, just
okay.
put my arm around fucking Dewey and just pull him away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a hint of emotion there.
It
It's fine.
is a couple of days before the party is almost all back together again. Halak, can you make me a survival check with advantage because you have a map?
I sure can. Thank God for advantage. That is a 17.
17. You make good headway up this mountain. You're starting to sort of like get a good idea of like, okay, how long is this going to take? How often should I be just going on foot versus getting on grit? Which paths, like you can see from a distance now, like that is loose shale. I avoid that. This is what I can do with grit. This is the stuff that I can sort of see in the distance. That's where I'm just going to have to go for it on my own. You reckon good pace, good weather, keeping up what you're currently doing, you could be at the top in... You traveled 2 days now. It might be another 2 or 3 if you get, good conditions and you keep up this good pace.
Hope for the best,
But yeah.
prepare for the worst.
Exactly. At this point in time, near the bottom of this mountain, we see a party of 2 medium-sized and 2 small people called out by Goella. As you guys are made alert to the fact that those 2 are arriving, and those 2 are arriving. You heard the camp from a distance rather than saw it, but you knew roughly where you had to aim thanks to the advice that you were given by Siege. And I think we're probably meeting you guys coming up the path, and
Highlight
you
goes up.
2 on the wall, Taxes and Dewey, next to Gruella, who's just looking down at them going, assuming these are the ones we weren't supposed to kill?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Good.
3 of them.
Starting to think otherwise. Dewey says in his brain.
So, what kind of welcome do you think we're gonna get?
Taxes is scary as always.
She gonna be mad.
And Dewey's trying to put on his stern face, so I don't think we're in anyone's good books, especially because I can't see Hal. And we have just been raided by
Holy.
Scar with 22
Hey,
people.
Scar.
Good
Holy
God.
shit, goodness.
Damn.
Oh boy.
So we're going a little bit longer, guys.
No pressure, Storm.
Definitely.
No pressure.
Hello.
Hi, Scar.
Hi, loads of people.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
You've come back for a very emotional moment as the split party is about
Yeah.
to arrive
So what has
back to
happened?
find... Yeah.
Diana and Ben's character Zeke they left the party for a week, and now they're just about to come back. Then Doran's character Halite has now left the party. There's a lot of stuff going on.
We suffering from abandonment issues. Just a lot.
Dewey has
There's a lot.
abandonment issues.
Taxes is a monk now.
Taxes is not actually a rogue.
Ninja.
Turns out she was a monk the whole time. Oh,
Dun,
God.
dun, dun.
Diana. Yeah.
Just gonna kind of walk up beside you and just kind of go.
Wait, what?
Zeke is gonna walk up beside you.
Oh, right, yeah.
Gonna go. Braggart, I think it's best if you 2 go in and find Siege while we. Oh God, we have an adult conversation.
I'm gonna go see Halite.
Hatefuls.
Very excited.
Just kind of grab her hand and just be like, he's not at the wall.
It's fine. He's just somewhere else. Well, no, we can't. It's like a mile away. I can't see that.
Oh no, I'm saying that as we're getting there.
Yeah, but as we get closer, there's a little bit of a skip in her step. Because she's had her time, and now she's excited. Yeah.
Well.
See her
As you're
bae.
approaching, Scar is just gonna tap at your shoulder.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's back. You can stop staring at me now.
Oh, guys, I have a monkey as well. I want my monkey.
Monkey cheapest.
Capuchin monkey. Yeah, just CP was there the whole time. Yeah, skipping a step. She's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of are we gonna have this conversation with him? I think until you said that, she was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, shit. Okay, we should do that."
Just kind of looking at the wall and just being like, okay.
Oh no.
While you may be very chipper, he's just kind of like, cool. Cool.
No doubt.
He's just waiting on the other
I'm
side.
time to be a punching bag. Okay.
Yeah. And
Just
for all the people joining just for the scene as well, mountainside, approaching about 8 high walled sort of small fortress with the two taxes and Dewey on the wall, and these guys approaching to set your mind midday as well, roughly.
Midday, best time of day.
As they're walking up the path, I was going to turn to Dewey and be like, now remember, we're not forgiven straight away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have they opened the gates?
Just a little bit quicker.
Gorilla sees them and goes, I'm assuming you're the friends of Siege.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Ragged
Uh,
and
Vex.
Vexation.
Yeah, that one.
Hello.
I
Is
guess
You're
the guard.
just a nod, like suppressed grin. Looks to Dewey and Taxes as,
Yeah.
am I letting them in?
Yeah.
No.
What do you
She
mean?
sort of knocks hard on a timber post, and somewhere at the bottom opens up this crude gate. And yeah, you see the sight that I described at the start of the scene, just clanging metal, people all busy, walking around, some of them paying attention to you, most just getting on with the job they had to do. Siege is definitely there in the sort of forecourt. You see him hammering out some steel, and then he sort of looks up and realizes what is happening, just plunges his hot, what looks like a blade into a water trough, and begins sort of like cleaning his hands and slowly making their way over.
So Dewey's attempts at looking stern just like cracks, and he hurtles down the steps.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, oh, I'm so glad that you let us in. I was beginning to think we got the wrong mountain fort.
And just barrels into whoever's furthest ahead of the two
Me.
with a big hug. And then channels 100% worried mum in a supermarket.
Ow.
I was like, oh god, I'm so glad you guys are back. Where have you been? Where did you go? Where did you go? Just like asks all the questions like in one question. So it's just a jumbled mess. Really red in the face. Just, where did you go? What have you tell us?
I just.
Like, just push him out of the way.
Pretty sure his head is about here, and I'm like,
Yep.
no. Kind of looking over at him. I mean, it'll be obvious if Highlight is there because he's huge.
Yeah. Nowhere.
Like, are you actually mad?
Guys, just went. Like, we didn't know where you... I mean, we kind of worked it out, but we didn't know where you went. And You
sent
just
a letter.
like we wouldn't have cared if you did the thing. You just should have told us.
To be fair, I didn't know. I thought I was going alone. He actually didn't leave you a note, so. Yeah.
And
Wait, sorry, hang on. What? Did I miss that? Did you just hurl Zeke under a bus?
You threw Zeke under a carriage.
just gonna stare at you, just like, thanks, friend.
I mean,
and is now going to ignore you two. Walk straight up to Taxes and go, hi. Do you want to do this here, or do you want to do it somewhere quieter?
Somewhere quieter.
oh no, that's the worst. I'd be like, I left you a note, which I left Highlight, by the way. Where is Highlight?
I look at well, I don't know, as Garrick already like walked past, or is he still like in the vicinity?
He's in the space. He's in the
Yeah,
I
just look directly at him and be like, he's gone.
What do you mean?
Because he's more upset that you went than I am.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was dead. Oh, this.
yeah, that's quite. That's quite.
Oh, he's okay.
What do you mean he's gone?
We had that huge. The whole thing where we argued about leaving was like stomping off to do your own thing without anyone else was a terrible, stupid, bad thing to do. And it took all of us to stop him doing it. And then you went and did it yourselves.
Alright. Cool.
Are you walking along with us at this point, or is just me and Taxes just gone off?
So if you're staying there, I would have given Dewey the letter to give Diana, and then walk with Zeke.
The fuck is that?
I'm not speaking to you.
Well, he's...
I think you just did, so.
Hi, we're actually all playing. We're actually all playing adults. You viewers that have come in.
Right.
He's gone. He's coming back, but he's really hurt. So he gave me this. I don't know what's in it. I'll probably cry anyway. So.
You're such a sensitive boy.
No, well, people keep leaving us.
Oh wow, Dewey, do you want to talk about that?
No, because you guys have come back now, so just need him to come back, and then it'll be okay.
We'll talk about it at some point, okay? We'll talk about it later.
Like you're trying to deflect the blame and put all the focus on Dewey.
We're all hurting here, okay?
Anyway, Zeke, and then I'll sort of I'll dash over to Zeke and just be like, hi Zeke, I'm glad you've come back, but I imagine like Zeke might just still be like mid-sentence with Taxes or something like that, but he just comes up and he's like, oh, Zeke, hi, I'm really glad you're back. Thank you for getting your terrifying crow to look after me, but it watched me go to the toilet.
Just gonna turn to look at you, Taxes, and just go, we will have this proper conversation in a moment. I'm just gonna grab the bird by the beak. Just go. He said, look out for him, not stalk him. You understand the difference, you dumb bird.
I feel like the bird knows, because it's a warlock patron like familiar, isn't it?
Oh,
it 100% knew
Mhm.
Knew what I was
It's
doing.
it's a fiend. It has chaos. Its alignment is chaotic, so it's just doing things to annoy you. So I'm chastising it like a sentient being. It's like, stop being a shit, you shit.
By your command. Deep bow of the head. And then just starts flying around.
Right into wherever Taxes has gone for us to be quiet, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I think let's do that scene and then we'll go straight to the letter written to Diana. Is that okay?
Before we do anything else, did that fucking bird talk the entire time? Am I the only one surprised here?
It can talk to
Right.
me.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Okay,
was
no,
that
it
like
can't talk to
inside?
you.
I was going to say, was it like inside the head talking?
Yeah,
Or...
it can talk to me.
No.
or did it full on like vocalize like those words, Sam?
No, because I had
In
to
my...
speak.
Yeah, you had his beak closed, so it could
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if it just started talking with a mouth when I was holding his beak, that would be terrifying.
Gee, its new mouth appears on the screen.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk in and just go.
No.
I'm not gonna say a word until you let me. Say what you need to say.
I think we should all do it,
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Ah.
Not my mother. Tell me how you actually feel.
Still disappointed. I expect Diana to do things like that. I've known Diana long enough to do what she wants. But you said you wanted a change, and that hasn't happened. Not that I can see right now. I gave you my name so you can be open with me. And instead you snuck off. I didn't hear what you said. It was real.
I went to look out for someone else other than myself. Just so happened that she had the same idea.
Okay. And that's perfectly fair. What would be nice is if you told us.
If I told you, then we would have ended up in an argument. Because, despite probably what you all think, what I stopped Hal over was the fact that he was going on a death sentence. I didn't think I was going there to die. I was going to do something that we needed. If he had gone to Benalicia, he would be dead. That's the difference. Appreciate that you're annoyed, but at no point do we ever say that we can't go off and do things in support of the rebellion, just as long as they're not stupid. And out of everyone, I'm the one who could have walked into that gas. I'm the one who could have gone in there without it being a hint of problem. So I went to do what I needed to do. I'm sorry that I disappointed you. As you might be able to tell, this is the first time that you've seen him since he's quit. The color has finally started returning to his skin instead of the redness and the alcoholic that sits in specific places on the face. He is far cleaner in terms of how his skin looks. I am clean. First time nearly 40 years. I am clean.
Proud of you doing that.
Thank you. I did what I felt I needed to. Not because of any obligation to the bard wizard and the man with too much smoke up his ass. Partly, I was a bit of an asshole to them, and I shouldn't have been. But it was something that I could do. As far as I was concerned, it was the thing that only I could do. I went to do it. Turns out, I was absolutely no help whatsoever. Absolutely none.
Probably not. You being there was probably helpful.
She immediately put me under her charm the second that she saw me. And was about to get me to punch the braggart in the face. Or in the testicles, more than likely.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
He's, he remembered things that only he should know. He convinced her that she wasn't going mad. But he thinks we have a mole.
Oh. What in?
If it is just us, right, Sam?
As far as you're aware, you've never seen this place and you've just walked somewhere with taxes. But as far as you're aware, like you can't see anyone else around you, whether anybody could be, like how close corners are, how thin the walls.
I'm gonna lean into the two of them as quietly as possible. Are you with us as well, Diana? Okay. I'm gonna lean in and speak quietly. She thinks that someone set her up. The guards were on her too quickly. Managed to lose them. Her first thought that it was one of us, obviously. She didn't know us. She hasn't known us all that long. We've turned up, screamed at her, dismantled their plans, and then almost got her caught with our own. Fair assumption. But we've managed to convince her that it's not us, I think.
Is she gonna tell Siege and the others, or? Okay.
Know them. I know you. We may all be fighting a rebellion, but we need to choose who we trust. You guys put your trust in me. Now it's time for me to actually earn that. So I'm being honest. Telling you everything that I know.
Good.
And every bit of this hurts every single bit of my soul because I have to be a mature person and I hate it. Just want to go light things on fire, goddammit!
I mean, we are in a forge.
Yeah, plenty of opportunities, you know. I'm glad you've come back.
Glad to be back. We need to be careful with what we say about what we are going to do.
I mean,
Be the face of this. But we have definitely got a real big fucking target on our back right now. And I really, as much as I would love to, I don't think we're going to be able to hide from someone with a blood oath.
Bereave. Yeah.
Even
Okay.
if we do hide, she'll say we're dead anyway.
A shill in Balin's eyes have convinced him that she's worth keeping.
If there's a mole, then we're talking about in Harling's Rest, yeah. That
In
would
the
have
Harriers.
sold her out.
Someone we know. If there is a mole, it could be just her paranoia.
My
It could just
concern
have been incredibly bad luck.
would be that if it was someone that knew about this place, like one of those first core members.
They're all right here.
That is a good question, actually, Sam. Yeah. Do we know are the old man and the younger one that Halite beat up from the Harling's Harriers? Are they at the mine, or are they still?
Dawn and dusk.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you haven't seen Dawn and Dusk probably since before you left to go to Benalicia. You just haven't seen them.
Was it that really bad gin? Did it just kill both of them?
You saw them after that.
Oh, okay.
But yes. Yeah, sometime after the Wyverns, but
Yeah.
before heading off to Benalicia would have been the last time that you saw them and interacted with them.
Okay. How many of your friends are you able to get into the nearby trees without them being conspicuous? And how far away?
I can't remember the range of the spell, but that distance away.
For how long?
I can only usually really hold it up for an hour at a time. But I like to get a direct connection to them. I can see through their eyes sometimes. I've been using it every now and again to see if I could see you guys coming back. But it's not. I can't really use them to like a surveillance. Like it's not quite as strong a connection as that. But I can certainly try and keep tabs on them every now and again.
You want us to train them here, right?
Yeah.
I think the first thing that we need to do is we need to train forward scouts.
Yeah, I can do that.
We need to teach them how to communicate quietly, secretly, quickly.
We'll teach them all Glitlick sign language.
We need them to be able to communicate to us the second they start coming up this mountain.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
No
I like you sober.
Wow.
It's been a while, but I was a soldier.
Hey. Yeah.
Just this is the first time I'm actually going to get to be able to use it. Taxes. What do we know about how they form it? Their formations, their structures, how long does it take them to resupply? What's their logistics chain like? I'm sure you've read that somewhere in your cacophony of books you weren't supposed to.
Can I do history check to see if I know about the Empire's formations and stuff.
Yeah.
Which you get advantage. This is straight.
Why is that?
Is this number one of
Because
the?
it's something you're good at.
So good at.
Oh God.
That's
Look it up.
16.
16. You go back to remember, and you feel yourself almost tap into that key flowing from your mind, and think, "Oh, I can pick memories more clearly. I can pick things I've read more clearly than I've been able to do in a while." And you sort of go through like, "Yep, I remember." It's like you would know on a 16 that during times of war, the bulk of the Imperial forces are made up of levies, just people who've been given a sword and say you fight for the Empire now. They are directly under the sort of rank of a fully trained legionnaire who is a trained fighter, the kind of people you have fought on the barge in Benalicia. They were all legionnaires. They are trained soldiers. They have had that sort of years of not years training, like decent enough training that they know what they're doing. They know one end of a sword from another and how to wear armor, and how to get a good couple of attacks in before the enemy gets a chance at you. The next rank up, there's a lot of different like mid ranks that sort of work your way up, and they don't tend to be particularly better than other at fighting. But some can pull chain of command on others. It's a bit of a mess, but it's enough that people know what they're doing. If you have any familiarity with Roman fighting tactics, a lot of a mess in there, but certain ranks definitely pulled ranks from the others. And you know that all legionnaires, all of these ranks answer to captanis, who are real trained fighters, killers, and also know how to throw a command and have it respected. And there is usually like a captani in charge of a big unit of legionnaires and all the levies underneath them as well. And they are sort of sent as blocks around. And sort of at the very tip top of a structure, you have knight commanders who answer to pretty much nobody but the emperor himself. Those are few and far between. Some are instated into areas of martial law, such as in Harley's Rest. Knight Commander Banaron is in charge there. Although there's, again, it's a difficult situation in Harley's Rest because it's like who actually is in charge? Are they working together? Is there any issue between them? But they are basically on par with how good they are, the power they sort of hold as a reeve. You know that in a threat like this, a reeve has called for essentially a small army to come find you. So they probably have a couple of capitanis, lots and lots of legionnaires. Probably haven't called levies for this. This is probably just for trained fighters coming for you. And you know that they are in a relative time of peace. They have had a few months to resupply, build their numbers back up, and then they've come after you. So that's the kind of situation you're sort of facing down. You've probably got a couple hundred legionnaires on their way. You've got maybe 2 or 3, like I say, capitanis divided among them to sort of lead. Okay, we're going north, you're going east, you're going west. All answering directly to the River Reeve herself, Tebby.
Okay. I like to imagine, because I'm still getting used to key points, that the energy just comes out as a word vomit.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been in the scene for a while. Is there anything anybody wants to make sure is said in the scene before we really do need to make sure we're including everybody?
Yeah, no, nothing in particular. It's just for the first time what they're both seeing is Zeke is literally sitting down with pen and paper and is writing and taking note of everything Taxes is saying.
Strange man.
Okay. We've left on our own little bit here. Diana, You have parchment in front of you, folded. We
You're
I hear you.
Hello.
No.
So emotional. Yeah, I see the others go off, and I know Garrick and Vexation are behind, so I'll move up a little bit, so I'm by myself, and then I will read it.
So before you read it, you can kind of see it on the front of it. It says, "I'm so sorry."
Okay. Cool.
Dear babe. Oh, Hallie. It's kind of the big. It takes up like a not quarter, but like a decent amount of the page.
Babe.
Dear babe. As you look at it, it's this piece of paper's been through so much. You can see lots of like ink splotches where the ink's pooled as he's left his pen on the paper. You can see like one word scratched out, written again, scratched out, written again, scratched out, written again. Both like spelt wrong and changed the word a couple times. You can see that entirely throughout the page. But there is some cohesive words that you can actually read a letter.
Okay.
He's not good at this. I love you so much. More than words can say. But you leaving hurt me more than any sword could ever do. You didn't even trust me enough to tell me in person. It makes me think what you said in the warehouse wasn't true. And if that's the case, I don't know what I'm fighting for. Am I fighting for you? The rebellion? Crowd? The music? Or am I fighting because it's the right thing to do? I don't know anymore. That's why I left. I needed time to think and get everything so straightened out. You are my lighthouse, and without you, I'm lost. I love you, Diana, and I always will. I'll be back. I just hope you can wait for me. XOXO. Alright.
And with that, all the tension from the scene gone.
It's alright!
Masterful.
Oh god. Okay.
And at the end, at the corner, it's a little picture of Halite and you holding hands.
Expect you to say P.S. Tell Garrett I say hi.
So in the middle of this room, she's just like,
As soon as you fold in half, you see P.S. I hope Zeke's okay. Did you... Are you drinking? Okay, love you, bye.
she folds it up, aware that probably there is some people watching, and then walks off, stone-faced, and catches up with the rest. And it's just like, that's nice. And then yeah. We'll deal with that emotion later.
Sure, that's the healthy thing to do.
You, my rapid riders, are many things. Healthy is not.
We're getting there. We're talking about emotion.
You're getting there. You are talking about it.
It's taken us, what, 17 weeks? Holy fuck.
19, episode 19.
We finally had some emotion and trauma for everybody involved. We're getting there.
Yay!
Yeah, we're
Who
slowly
knew?
breaking everybody.
Who knew at the
Yeah.
start of this campaign, the true enemy isn't the Empire, it's ourselves.
Our greatest
I think
enemy
we
are
we all
feelings.
had an inkling.
It's ourselves and our inner demons. Yeah.
And a
Yeah, I'll just catch up with the rest and deal with that emotion later. Yeah. If anyone was like watching, it just looks like it was just like a normal casual letter. Yeah, sounds like the right thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to imagine you walked in and there's still taxes just giving the lecture.
I see. I caught the end of TED Talk. What's going on?
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Yes, I get to use this.
Yes, could you
All
please
right,
make
okay.
a deception check?
Okay. I will roll one of my terrible dice.
Versus.
Yeah,
Yes,
as-
you are.
As a D-elf, I have a thing.
You have
What's it called?
advantage.
The sense the soul ability. So like
Yes.
looking right at her.
Come on then.
Right
Let's
at
see
her.
if my mask is good enough to hide my
Oh,
soul.
Jesus, that's actually
with
not
advantage.
amazing. Oh yeah, no, I rolled it with advantage.
Oh, okay, good.
16.
Ah, see, I get a minimum of 19, but I'll roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a 3. That's a 19.
Can't
It's
see
a
who
terrible
knows.
roll, but I'm still like, oh, okay. But is that a better result?
I want to try an insight check.
Poor Dewey, he never stood a
I
chance.
mean, I'm not going to stop you if you're trying to insight.
So
Where
minimum
Diana
it's a 16 because it's against deception. 26. Fuck you.
Do I have to? I'm not gonna roll again, am I? That 3 stands.
No, that was your deception to the party of. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I'm fine.
Dewey's
Why
like,
wouldn't I
Yeah,
be?
well,
yes, there.
convincing Dewey that you're fine is worse than him succeeding that roll.
Oh, honey. Oh no.
Taxis definitely knows there is a mask up, and you've seen Diana like this before. The mask is up. They are trying to bottle that up and deal with it later, as Bree has said. Diana is trying to do.
Play some music. I'm gonna have a cool old time.
Walk over to Diana very quietly. I'm mad at you, but that can pass for a moment. We'll talk later. Okay.
I'm fine. If you're mad at me, that's it.
I just said to you that I'm mad at you.
I know, but I mean, like, is that it? You're just I'm mad, and then that's it, right?
You're not fine.
I'm
I
fine.
can see that.
Did it slip?
Imagine
again?
the
Did the
two
mask
short
slip?
ones are just like this.
You've got the mask up.
Oh, this is-
Yeah, with just that little bit out of earshot, but we can clearly see them being like.
Yeah, just gonna grab him and take him outside, so it's just the two of them left alone. It's like, let's go
Yeah.
find Siege.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. Stop pretending you're fine. I only pretend I'm fine. You're not allowed to pretend you're fine.
Why not? Why not? That's our thing. We ignore everything, and then everything is fine.
It's not fine.
And then I play some music, and then we dance while everything is fine. That's a thing that we do.
Maybe it's a thing we shouldn't do. Okay.
Oh, well, maybe. Maybe we should pay for these sessions. Everything is fine.
It's fine. I can tell you. I've known you long enough to know you're not fine.
You know what would
What?
help? I know you want to help me as a friend. You know what would help? Tell me how angry you are.
I don't need to tell you how angry I am.
Or it's fine, is it? I could just go away and then...
Fine. You're fucking frustrating is what you are.
Yeah.
Look. You pissed me off. Right enough. And I get that you left a note. That's fine. Better off if you told us in person, but whatever. That's past. I've had a word with Zeke. Zeke is fine.
He didn't leave a note. I'm glad you had that conversation.
But this right now is not fine.
We're fine. We're
We're
fine.
not fine. It's
We're
not
back
fine.
together. We're back together and everything's fine. Sounds good.
Okay. So fucking frustrated. So frustrated. Fine, you don't want to talk about it. It's okay. We'll
I
ignore
don't
it.
want to talk about how fine I am.
The fact you're saying how fine I am is not meaning you're fine. It's okay.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to cry? Do you want to hug it out?
But don't want to.
Come on, give me a hug. Give me a hug. You want to hug it out?
You're just being really defensive right now, and I don't appreciate it. Okay.
I don't appreciate it.
Because all I want to do is ignore you right now, but I am trying my damn hardest to see that you're okay. And I shouldn't have to do that.
I can't hide things from you, and that's why we make it a good team, and that's why it's really annoying.
And that's why you do all the talking. Because I don't talk. This is evident. Okay? I don't
You should do
understand.
it more because it's nice to hear your voice. You know?
Okay, this
Nice.
isn't about me. This is about you. You are not fine.
Do you want to talk about that?
I might work on Dewey. I saw that. It's not gonna work on me.
Well, he didn't see my soul, okay? The mask was fine.
I also told him, I'm not gonna forgive you so bloody quickly, and he ran off and hugged you. Okay?
I didn't see your hug. You forgive me quite quickly.
He's not forgiving you quite quickly. I'm seeing if you are okay. Forgiveness and being nice is different. I haven't had an apology. So how can I forgive without an apology?
Wow. Okay. Taxes. I am very sorry that I ran off without saying anything.
Are you being sincere about that?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry that I didn't write you a sweet, sweet letter instead of halite. Is that what I'm gonna say? That wasn't sincere. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
Deception check.
There's no way you could receive that.
And oh god damn it, Taxes! If I put this mask down again, it's gonna explode.
Okay, I get that. Okay.
Okay. I am okay right now.
Okay.
Okay? Promise.
Okay.
I am very, very sorry. I want to take your anger and project it into fighting the Empire. Is that okay? I am upset that Halite left. I am upset that... I mean, he wrote a letter. That's fine. I am upset that he didn't want to talk about it. But that's hypocritical. So, there's nothing I can do about it. So, I'm gonna stay in this lovely place and plan some kick-ass stuff, and then dress really nicely and go to a ball with an actual mask, and then I'll see Highlight again, and then everything will be fine. And then we'll talk about this some other time, maybe if I've had some whiskey. And right now, I'm very sorry that I made you mad, and then I left without saying anything, and I missed you very much. And turns out I don't know how that anyone is lying. I don't know. I don't need you to tell me that, because you know people and I don't. I can just talk to them. I don't know them like you do.
And I needed you because I need someone to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, there's a person who knows my surname. Talk. And
What the
freaking out
fuck?
a little bit. I know, right? I know, right? So but I can't tell anyone else because you're not here, and you are the person I tell everything to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. Someone knows your name? Okay. Well, I'm
Right?
sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Turns out I'm a fucking monk.
Whoa!
No,
What?
I know, right? But I forgive you. Okay.
Thank you. And I'm gonna,
Forgive you.
before you say anything, I'm gonna give you a hug. And I know we don't do this. Well, we do it
No.
sometimes when, I don't know.
We're
Oh,
both
no.
drunk.
Like it's one of those hugs
When-
where the other person just goes completely rigid and is
Yeah.
like, okay.
Relax! Our normal in-person hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just next time say something. That's all I
Yeah.
ask.
I know. I'm sorry. There won't be a next time because you're making me talk about it.
And I'm gonna make you talk about it again next
Okay.
time if you do it again.
Alright. Understood.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice. But cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Taxes?
Yeah.
You got any booze?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm certain there's some in the bag of holding.
Yeah. I guess we go and we go.
Go and get
Okay.
drunk.
Very good.
Whatever fucking time it is. Midday. It's great. It's a great time. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, midday drinking session. As people go on their ways, prepare. Does anybody have anything they would like to do before we wrap up? No?
I would like to draw everyone's attention to the Rapid Riders Discord chat
No, wait. Are you?
to break the tension and to make levity again.
Is it a thing? Oh.
It's
Okay.
a beautiful rendition
That's really
of the
sweet.
stick figure.
That's really sweet.
Diana and Alice.
Are you able to share that on the stream?
Anne. Okay.
We can put it on Twitter.
Maybe
And
I'll put it on Twitter or something. Yeah. So
yeah,
Anne,
find us.
in response
Hashtag D&DR.
to in response to that lovely drawing, if you can just look at the stream for a second.
Oh.
Bring it up on my phone.
How is on my PC about 10 minutes time?
I want to make sure that I get everyone on screen.
Just say, give me a sec while I open up Twitch because my phone has died.
What?
I think I'm I'm watching.
So sad.
Ew. Oh, that is some cool art.
Who did this?
Some D&D artists that I found.
Very cool.
What?
I know.
Damn. They're so good.
Who?
I will
Shout
find
out.
them. They're on Fiverr, and they're on a Facebook group that I follow.
Yeah.
Yes. This is obviously Highlight Diana. Looking
Happier
fine.
times.
Yeah. When I was getting it commissioned, I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. I was like, should I do them together? So they kind of in like a in a
Now we have to come back together.
Platonic
Now we have
pose.
to. Yeah.
Now we have to come back together.
Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome.
Isn't it just amazing?
It's so
It's
good.
That's
so good.
awesome.
I find the thing. I wasn't
Look at
prepared. I
his-
didn't know I was doing this.
Look at his abs.
Look at those
Yes.
abs. There's so many.
You could wash clothes on his abs.
You could rip clothes. Oh, that's Diana's with her hair. They just got it perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back with that first time, and I was like, look at it. It's
No,
lush.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So yeah, maybe we can get this with the whole party.
That'd be so sick. And then we can have like it at the bottom of the core of the frames or something. Ah. Sorry, very, very excited.
Yeah.
Lush.
I saw this prior, but I'm just still very gasp.
Lush. That's so cool.
Look, you could look at if you wanted to see detail. Look at how like shoes. They even got his laces right.
Oh,
Yeah.
sh-
I'm gonna.
It's so good.
I'll try and find the name. Oh, there it is.
but yeah, when we're allowed, I'll plaster this all over the socials with links and
He's
shiz.
put this one next
Oh,
to my
and
one.
what socials are those, guys?
So we have our full link tree, which we are Fumble Folks pretty much everywhere. So you can find us on Twitter at Fumble Folks, on Facebook in our Fumble Folks group. We're also on Instagram, TikTok, pretty much any social media site worth its salt, honestly. We have all of our affiliate links here, there, and everywhere, all the way through our link tree. But we also have our Discord, which is where we are most active here, and Patreon. Discord, we are pretty much contactable for maybe about 20 hours of the day. Because
Bless
So
them.
don't sleep enough.
there's usually at least one of us awake. Please feel free to come and join us. We adore having you in the chat. We are growing every day. But yeah, I think that's our full shout outs. Do we want to talk about things for the street for the rest of the week, or shall I?
Yeah, we have a very quiet week.
Tomorrow?
This week, maybe? No?
Tomorrow we have a video game
Tomorrow.
stream.
We're gonna try something that we haven't done before. We're gonna try the Twitch integration thing, where you
Oh,
can use
shit.
commands and shit, but we're gonna be playing 7 Days to Die.
Which means that
Hopefully.
with the Twitch integration, that means that you get what's called special points and pimp points. The one of them is good things that you can cause to happen to us, and the other is bad things you can cause to happen to us.
Mostly good.
What?
The more
What?
things you-
Fuck,
the more
I'm gonna be
points
there
you-
tomorrow and I'll fuck your day up like you fucked
Please.
me in Sarah's fucking campaign.
This is
Oh.
our game.
I am going to wreck your shit.
Hey, gonna be gaining those fucking points.
We have to decide if we're doing it in an actual game or if we're gonna start a new one.
I think we should do a new one.
Yeah,
personally.
hearing that, I think maybe we should start a new one. Oh god.
But yes, that is
Yeah.
pretty much all we've got planned for this week. We do have something. No, we don't have something coming up next week. I'll announce that the week after because
Gotta wait for it.
gotta wait
wait,
for
right.
it.
Should we do a map battle?
If you would like to, yes, let's do a map battle between me and Bree. Phil, do you wanna get in on this?
Map Bal, God no.
Come on.
I am not versed enough at it yet. No, I
am
do want
very
to get.
slow still.
I do want to get on doing some of my cities that I've been writing about on there, but
at some point we'll do that.
You say that,
But yeah.
Phil, but I reckon you'll be a dark horse.
Phil is always a dark horse.
nah.
Just like Dewey.
But yes. Who are we going to raid this evening? As we've
We
gone over an hour of
I know.
another
I'm
broadcast.
sorry. Always a great end. Cool. Let's go to what do we fancy? Do we fancy more D&D or do we fancy just some
So I saw
random bit of game?
that Owlbearin
Yeah,
have just gone live.
playing a game.
Yeah. They are playing Raft, which is good
Quite
chaotic.
a chilled out thing, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
If you're afraid of the ocean, you don't want to watch this.
I thought it was chilled. Maybe not. Let's go there then. We'll
Raft.
learn things.
I think you're thinking of Raft can be chill.
Can be chill.
Can.
It's not
And
as
it
scary as Subnautica, but you do have to beat a shark with a flail
On a regular basis.
on a fairly regular basis to stop it nom nom in your raft.
Ooh.
There's a song in that. Okay. Nom nom. Okay, let's go to Albera and then I can learn about Raft and how it's not so chill.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
catch you all soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. What we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry, but we will not beat your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of assault and viciously. Through music we kept